Enzo Maresca keeps saying that once you are playing from the back, you are bound to make, yes, you are bound to make mistakes, but our mistakes are too many. We hardly shoot from distance. And here's the case, we don't even have the men who can dribble and score. Neto should be starting over Madueke. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another exciting episode on Chelsea Fans Headquarters. Right now, that's what we call Chelsea Fans Headquarters, the headquarters for all Chelsea football, Chelsea FC fans in Africa and the globe at large. Guys, as usual, my name is Prince Hamdan. I'm super excited to be having another episode right here on the channel. But today, I wanted us to have a quick conversation around, issues or matters arising in Chelsea after, that game against United, that 1-1 draw against United. And for me, I think as fans, we can always have these conversations and share our opinions and what we think or what we are hearing and what we also think are true. So I'd like you to join me in this conversation in the comment section. If you're watching for the first time, smash that subscribe button, smash the like button as well, and be a regular contributor to the channel. That is what will make the channel great. And I appreciate every single one of you, every single one of your comments and likes. Don't also forget to let us know where you are watching the channel from, the content from as well. I would be expecting to hit 10K subscribers by the end, before the end of the year, and your subscription would definitely count. And I would always appreciate every single one of you. Right, so let's let the countdown begin. 10K in the next few months. In the next month, I mean, we are in November, so we just have a month to go. Guys, hit the subscribe button and let's roll. All right, so first on my list is generally how, Enzo, or let me say the Enzo Maresca way of playing, the Enzo Maresca football that he has brought to Chelsea, which is, I mean, as he says, is a possession-based football where he tends to want to play a lot from the back. But then, as a fan, my issue with playing from the back, regards to Chelsea, is the fact that we play the ball too much from the back. I don't know what you think. And you see, guys, these are opinions. This is my opinion. It is not fact. That is what I think. That is what I see. If you think differently, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Let's interact as matured human beings. No insult. I'm not here to insult anybody. I'm just sharing my opinion. So also share yours respectfully in the comment section. If you disagree with me, let me know why you disagree with me. But I feel that the way we play from the back is not really working because of how we do it. Because we tend to want to use the 18-yard box or within that area to tend to hold the ball for several minutes. And for me, I think that is not the real intent or the real intention for that style of play. It is to use it as a build-up through the midfield and to attack. But when you start to use that area as your hold-up or as a place to hold the ball and pass around, you are bound to make a lot of mistakes that easily, transforms into your goal. Because imagine losing a ball in the 18-yard box to a pressing, team. It's a goal because the only person to beat is your goalkeeper. And come on, no matter how good your goalkeeper is, it is always difficult to save a one-on-one situation. You get the point I'm making. So I feel that going forward, the boys should, yes, play from the back, but they should move it out quickly. Don't bring the ball back. Once the ball is moving, unless, of course, you've moved the ball a little out of the 18 box into the midfield, then you have more options. But once you are playing the ball in the 18, you are bound to, and we've seen this countless times. And Enzo Maresca keeps saying that once you are playing from the back, you are bound to make, yes, you are bound to make mistakes, but our mistakes are too many. We've seen other teams that play solidly from the back. Now, playing from the back has even become more like it has become synonymous to football. Almost every team now wants to do it. And we've seen some teams do it quite well without making silly mistakes like we do, at Chelsea. So I feel that we should be a lot more progressive with the ball. We should let the ball move, building from the back, but moving, and not staying in the defense, staying in the 18-yard box and passing the ball. We can pass it there. We can build from there and move into the midfield. Pass from there, build from there, and move. And if you've realized, Chelsea's transition has been very slow over the past few games. And that is because we don't move with the ball. We tend to have the possession within our half of the field. We don't move. We don't transition. When you are able to have very good, build up, you should move with the ball. The transition should be quick. And you attack your opponent. But even if you look at our attack, it has been very slow. But I don't think that is what building from the back should make our attack be. So going forward, I expect Enzo Maresca to, kind of find a way to for the boys to master the playing from the back and be quick on transitions as well. And, be able to have very good attacks and score beautiful goals. I think that is what is going to help us, rather than making mistakes and losing out on a lot of goal scoring, opportunities and all of that. Right. And the other issue I also have with Enzo Maresca is like Enzo Maresca is still, he's doing some try and errors. Or how do they call it? He's still trying to, experiment. That's the word. Because if you look at our last game, playing or benching Cucurella was a complete mistake. And then trying to play James on the left, which is not his favorite position. And then playing Gusto on the right. And then when he was asked, he said it was a tactical decision. Come on, it didn't make sense. Even before the game started, a lot of fans had cause to complain. Why is Cucurella on the bench when we know his work rate, when we know what he brings to the table? And if you look at that game against United, Gusto wasn't really himself. He was one of our weakest links in the game. James, all right, he managed to play the left, or he did very well at the left. But Gusto wasn't. Gusto didn't. So why did you have to do that? You can't always be experimenting when you have a clear-cut, squad that has been proven. So I feel that is another issue I have with Enzo Maresca going forward. I think he should play squads that we know are proven. For example, Cucurella. There's no need for Cucurella to be on bench when he's not injured. There's no need for you to be playing with James on the left when he's a master at the right. You can't always play everybody. If Gusto has to sit down, let him sit on the bench. Let him sit on the bench. You can't force and play, both players at the same time. You get the point I'm making. That is my opinion. I don't know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment section as well. Right. Another issue I have. I don't know whether that is what Enzo wants. But Chelsea, we hardly shoot from distance. We hardly shoot from distance. And here's the case. We don't even have the men who can dribble and score. Or dribble till we score. We don't have them. Why? Is it Madueke? Ooh. We have a decent attack. But then our attack is not that kind of attack that, we can say that like they can mastermind a goal into like playing into the 18-yard box. So one of the alternatives is to kind of shoot from afar. Instead that we don't have players who can shoot. Look, a classical example, I mean, as I've always been saying, is look at the goal Caicedo scored. Who would have, in their right senses, believed that was going to, Caicedo was even going to shoot, or that was going to be a goal? So that is the thing with shooting from distance. Anything can happen. Deflection can happen. A mess up can happen in the defense, and it will be a goal. So I find it difficult to understand why we don't shoot from afar when we are struggling to score. Passing the ball through into the 18 and all of that. One of the people I feel, has always tried that is Neto. I've seen Neto, try a couple of, cuts in and shoots from the right. And talking about Neto, I also feel that Neto should be starting over Madueke. If anything we've been seeing Neto do is anything to go by, I think we shouldn't be too much fixated on a particular standard squad, a particular squad that must play Premier League. If we look at what Neto did when he switched positions, the time Madueke was subbed in the game against United, you could clearly see that Neto was clearly far better off. So why is Neto always on the why is Neto always on the bench? For me, I think if Sancho should come back, Neto should go to the left. Neto should play ahead of Madueke, because right now we need a biting attack. We need a very biting attack, and for me, Madueke is not biting enough. He plays too much with the ball. Madueke is not biting enough. He has the skill set, but he's not solid. He's not sharp. So I feel Neto, with all due respect, but I feel Neto should be playing ahead of Madueke. And I hope Enzo hears this and makes those particular changes. I know we haven't really been bad after, Chelsea sits fourth after 10 games in EPL. I think it's not really a bad position. We've lost 2 games, we've drawn 3 games, we've won 5 games. It is not bad compared to last season's, what happened last season. But I think if Enzo Maresca should make these changes or should do these things, it will help us to even get into a better position. For me, I don't always want us to compare our bad season to a new season, because Chelsea has that potential to be up there. And that is what we should be looking at as a club, and not how, yes, I know where you are coming from is important, but at least we've had a couple of changes that have happened. So it is not as if we still have the old situation now trying to improve. We have a couple of things that have changed. So that should boost our performance tremendously. Last but not the least thing I have to say is concerns regards to Cole Palmer's injury. After he was stepped by Martinez, he was stepped high boots on the knee by Martinez in the Chelsea game. There are concerns that he might escape injury if we are lucky, but it's also possible that he might be out probably in our next few games. It's not confirmed yet. They are still examining him and still, trying to see the level of damage with regards to that injury. After the game, it was clear that he wasn't himself. He was the ice was put on his knee, and then he was limping. But as to the extent of damage, but hopefully he won't be out, because we have some crucial games, especially against Arsenal over the weekend, and that game is a very, very important game that we need Cole Palmer. So I mean, fingers crossed. We are hopeful that Cole Palmer will be fine. He'll be okay for this particular game. But if he's not, I'm hoping that Enzo Maresca is preparing somebody who can step into the foot of into the shoes of Cole Palmer to play, because as a team we can't always be dependent on one person. There can't be that player that when he's not there, then things will go wrong. Then it means you are not a team. So hopefully Enzo Maresca will be able to get somebody to replace Cole Palmer ahead of the Arsenal game. Guys, please make sure you leave a comment, your thoughts regards to this video in the comment section. Follow us on Facebook if you are watching from Facebook, and also on TikTok and Instagram. We are there as well. My name is Prince Samdan, and as I keep saying, please make sure you subscribe if you are watching for the first time. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button, and I'll be back with more. Peace. I'm out.